Good morning, physics classes. I'm just going to post this short video going over that work, power, and switch quiz. So I've got the key here. I'm just going to explain it here for a second. Work is force times distance. Some of you are using S here. I think you might have got it from your notes, but I've never used the S, but it's distance here. Joule, again, energy is the means by which work is done. Here's your power equation, work over time, again, which can be broken out to force times distance over time. And again, work and energy are measured in joules, but power is measured in watts. Your multiple choice, um, power can be described as the rate of energy transfer. Again, rate is synonymous with time. The unit for work, obviously joules from above, which is following not. So again, if you're using that power equation, you just kind of use some terms, think about the equation, direct, indirect relationships, and this would not be a way to increase power. Here's your equations solved. A lot of you were making mistakes where you were leaving this number. That is just a mass. You have to convert it into the force using your weight force equation. Since you have your mass, you're just multiplying by 9.8 to get your force. You have your distance, you have your time, and then you can go ahead and solve for power. In this particular one, 426.3. The next one here, you weren't given a mass, you were given a weight in pounds, so you had to convert that. And that's what you have here, so 93.1 kilograms times your 9.8 gives you your force. And then your distance was in centimeters, and then using our stair step, we're just going to the left twice, so it's 190 meters. And as long as you were around this, because the way that if you did the conversion, some of you were a little off, so I gave you, but again, if you were not using something similar to this, then it was going to throw your numbers way off. And number 11, again, same thing, but nice round number. Take your mass times your gravity. You've got your force here. Some of you, again, these are all equivalent. So you had 1 story equals 12 feet, and then that equals 3.66. So all you're doing is taking that 110 times 3.66 to get your distance in meters. So that's what you had here. And then your time was 85 minutes, so a simple conversion gives you there. Now you plug everything in, and then your final answer for this problem was 77.4 watts. Some of the things I was looking for in the switch quiz, again, why is gasoline called a miracle in film? Again, you get a high yield, you get lots of energy in a tank of gas. Right, you can get somewhere around, depending on your car, you can get upwards of 400 miles. Batteries are still being worked on. That's one of the detriments to some of the electric cars. And really, you need a lot of them, so it contributes to a lot of weight in some of those cars. So a lot of these electric car companies are still working to modify and make those batteries more efficient. What are the 2 major advantages of natural gas? Cheap and plentiful. Plus, it burns. You're still adding carbon to the atmosphere, but it does burn cleaner than coal. Do you think, again, this is more of an opinion question about the nuclear power. This is an acronym too. This is what prevents more nuclear power plants in the U.S. That stands for not in my backyard. So you have a lot of people who do not want nuclear power in the U.S. Just from my research and my understanding, I do believe it's one of the better forms of energy. And then you take a country like France that does not have the advantages that, say, the U.S. has with hydroelectric, or a lot of energy sources. So they run 80% of their electric from nuclear. What does the film say about the global energy man? Again, a lot of this film has to do with, conservation, and this is kind of tied in with here about the film being called Switch. Again, you're looking to switch from your more traditional fossil fuels to more renewable energy sources. And then two factors that can influence the price of any type of energy. Obviously, supply and demand, and then these are just a couple of big reasons that could affect that. If you have any kind of accidents like that Perdido explosion out in the middle of the ocean, or you have natural disasters near any of the refineries along the coast, that's going to disrupt this, and that's going to affect the price of energy. Hope that helped clear anything up, and have a great day.